From the heart of Montana, this is Big Sky, Small World, Carroll College student podcast.
Big sky, small world, like a mountain high Montana. Took her to the big sky.
Welcome to M&M,
A story about two roommates
who shouldn't work.
but they do.
Hello.
Hello, Maria. I haven't seen you all day. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm kind of sick.
You are kind of sick. You've been struggle busing.
Thanks.
I've been struggle busing this week, just not with sickness. Mainly with like academics.
That too.
Yeah. Oakham has been kicking my butt this week.
You did good on the last exam, though.
Yeah, but like I'm not doing too hot on my LCAs at the moment, and I don't know
What
why.
is an LCA?
He has like little video quizzes that we take.
Oh.
And I've been getting like at least half a point off on all of them.
Do you only get one attempt?
Mm-hmm. But he doesn't grade them till right before class.
Ooh.
Usually they're pretty good though. And then the homework is kicking my butt.
I have a lot of homework. We have a 24 question assignment due on Sunday.
Yeah, I have a 46 question due tomorrow.
Oh boy.
I have like 6 left.
I have 11 problems left.
We'll get it done.
Which
But I
is-
also have a ton of physics.
Which is why I'm doing Trey. I have to go talk to Trey about homework.
Right after this?
At 4, I think, I need to check.
Yeah. But
Mm.
yeah, today we're just going to talk about our weekend plans.
Yes.
So today is currently Friday, the 28th of March, which is kind of crazy because we're real close to
Don't talk about it.
like not having school anymore.
Don't talk about it.
I signed my lease on Monday for my new place, which is sad but exciting at the same time.
I think it's more exciting than it is sad.
I am going to be sad to leave the apartment though.
Yeah, but I feel like signing the lease is an exciting thing. Not coming back to our apartment is the sad thing.
Yeah, I'm going to have a really hard time leaving because I've really loved that space for the past 2 years. It's been my home.
It was a horrible space last year, though.
But my space within the space, like, and you thought it was a horrible space, but I didn't mind it.
No, but I mean, like, you didn't like your roommate situationship last year, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as this year, but the apartment was still my home. And I, like, my favorite roommate ever I got to live with. No offense.
Offense taken.
You would have loved living with her, too, though, if you had lived with her. She's, like, a phenomenal person to live with. Alyssa, like,
Yes.
she's just a phenomenal person. I'm excited for Friday because we haven't had a lot of us time lately.
Today is Friday.
Or Saturday. We're having some us time, which we both need. But yeah. And then tonight we're going to go. Carroll is a great school and has a bunch of like free activity nights. And for tonight, it's free movie night.
I am excited for popcorn.
I'm excited. Do we have to pick up our tickets anywhere? Like last time we picked them up at the Hack, but I didn't get an email this time.
What about the confirmation email for it? Did you get one of those?
No, I just got the form was filled out. Did you get one of those?
Well, let's see. 2/24.
Oh, tickets can be picked up at the Hack front desk on Friday starting at noon. It says it at the bottom of it.
You should probably do that.
I'm just going to pick up all of our tickets because I'm working from 4 to 6.
Yeah. So you should probably do that.
I should text the group chat right now that I'm picking up our tickets.
Who else is coming?
Katie and Maya. I said that I
Oh.
would give them a ride.
Awesome. I'm there now. I was going to say, I was like, pick up everyone's tickets. Who's everyone?
Are you okay that I invited them?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't know. In my head, I was like,
You were there at Guns, Guts, and Butts when I did it. Weren't you? No, you weren't at Guns, Guts, and Butts this week, were you?
yes, I was.
Yeah. I told them we're going to see The Chosen if you guys would like a ride.
But I don't remember them confirming or denying.
I think it's a pretty, like, well-rounded, that group of people. I'm not surprised.
I wonder, okay. So The Chosen is, let's do some Googling. Because how many seasons of The Chosen are there right now? There are
4, maybe?
I want to say 4.
I don't know. My mom's really into it. I've never seen it.
It's great. So there are 7 seasons? What? Oh, is it planned? Okay, 4 seasons are currently released. Okay.
So this is the 5th.
Season 5, which focuses on Holy Week, is set to premiere in theaters starting March 28th. What is today? March 28th. Perfect. Okay. So what are they going to do 7 series of? So 5 would be
Holy Week.
Holy Week.
So this is the Last Supper part 1. So is it like the first part of the Last Supper? My like, is the second part of the season gonna have the crucifixion or not?
That's a really good point.
Because
maybe this is just Holy Week. Then they'll have a thing that's just the crucifixion, and then they'll have resurrection, and then they'll have probably like the first disciples, the first apostles going out doing their things.
Yeah, I bet you that's how it is. I bet you it's Holy Week for this season, and we're doing the first half of Holy Week.
My thing is like, I don't know, because Palm Sunday already happened. Palm Sunday was the very end of season 4.
Oh.
So that's what's confusing to me. See, I feel like this season is, let's see. What is season?
I have never
5?
seen The Chosen. I'm just like jumping in. But it's the Bible. I get the basics.
But it won't be as good since you haven't seen everything, because everything is so, I don't know. It's all very interwoven.
I know. Maybe this will like help me start actually.
Well, The Chosen is also focused. It really like not characterizes, but like
Humanizes?
Yeah, and so like all these figures, you really get to learn their character, and do we know if this was what they were like? No, but like, through scripture, we have some evidence that like Peter was kind of a hothead, and so he's displayed as kind of a hothead, but like there's some really like beautiful things about his whole character that you get to learn about throughout all the seasons. So it's like the Peter that is going into this season isn't necessarily the Peter that started, and so like that's part of the cool part of The Chosen. So you will miss out on that piece, but
maybe I'm hoping this will like get me like excited to actually go and watch it all, because I've always said I was gonna watch it. Things have just always come up.
Let's see. The plot of Chosen Season 5. In Part 1, we see Jesus entering Jerusalem for Holy Week, hailed as king, but upon reaching his father's house, blah, blah, blah. We already knew about that, so they don't know.
Yeah.
No, Jesus' crucifixion will occur in Season 5.
So this season.
Okay, so Season 5 of The Chosen. No, not Season 5, but Season 6. His resurrection will be depicted in Season 7. Okay, so we were right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It
it's
makes
really
sense how they divided it though.
Yeah, they had a girl who was one of the disciples in The Chosen, and I think her name was like Ramaka or something. Like it was something that I had never heard before, and I just thought like, oh, just side plot, like creative liberties. And then they killed her. They killed her off in The Chosen. They like at one of the things when people were getting like riled up about Jesus being there or whatnot, they like Roman soldiers went to like get rid of like make Jesus go away, and they accidentally killed her in the process. And I have no idea if there's any biblical evidence of anything like that.
See, it like opens the door to look more into things like that. Like I know that sometimes it can be hard with idolization in media, but media like this, like now you're interested in that, and that's something that you could and might pursue. So I do see like the benefits and stuff.
Yeah, I just am kind of curious as to where they got that from. Or like, I mean, there's probably like no evidence against it. You know what I mean?
I'm sure people died in the pursuit of like...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But I was just wondering like if there was any scholarly or like historically...
Oh, speaking of, did you talk to Myra about your theology stuff?
I did not talk to Myra about my theology stuff because I forgot.
Okay, you got time. I'm sure they're just trying to hire like every single department.
Yeah, I do not know.
Oh no, all the departments are trying to hire a ton. We need professors badly.
Let's see. I'm trying to find. There was also I also got to see one of the actors in The Chosen at Seek.
Is The Chosen like specifically Catholic? Or is it general Christian? Because I've heard...
I would say it's general Christian. Like, they excluded the Sermon on the Mount. Like, not the Sermon on the Mount. They excluded the Bread of Life discourse.
Okay.
So.
I just wondered.
Which, not going to lie, kind of disappointed, but...
That's our good old Eucharistic Catholic viewpoint, though.
Yeah. But Jonathan Ramuni is Catholic, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know the actor was there. And Catholics are Christians. So it's fascinating. I remember who I was talking to about like Protestantism not that long ago.
I'm pretty sure the actor that plays James, I got to see him at Seek.
Oh, okay.
He was cool.
I don't know. There's a lot of actors that are Christian. Do you know who is Christian, who I always forget, or I mean, who is Catholic, who I always forget is Catholic till something comes across my feed reminding me they're Catholic?
Who is that?
Gwen Stefani.
Oh, yeah. I don't like her, though.
You don't like Gwen Stefani?
We have talked about this before.
Oh, I don't remember. I love Gwen Stefani.
I do not. I think she's fine, and she's, like, nice enough. I think it's ridiculous that she's, like, looks like that and is, 55 or something like that? Ridiculous. And I don't think she can sing very well.
Oh, I like her singing. You know who else is Catholic? Blake Shelton, her husband, converted to the church.
My parents are all about Blake Shelton.
Elizabeth and John love a good Catholic country singer.
They love him so much. They were real big on they are real big on the Voice.
Oh,
he used to
yes.
be.
I remember you telling me about this. Your family loves The Voice.
Yeah, Rama is a fictional character that died in The Chosen, but like there's not really
Proof for or against her.
I don't think so.
I really want to watch that Roman soldier movie you were telling me about too.
Yeah.
That is high on my list.
We should watch that. We honestly, what are you doing tonight?
Going to The Chosen with you.
But after that, just keep the Jesus rolling, you know?
Going home with you.
We should just watch it tonight then.
Okay. Jesus movie night?
Jesus movie night.
There's worse ways
To spend a Lenten Friday afternoon.
Oh, can we also get fish sandwiches on our way home from the movies?
You can. I will not get a fish sandwich.
Fish sandwich?
No.
What are you going to have for dinner?
Fish that I bake in the oven.
Oh, are you going to have it before we go?
Yeah, I think I will need to, but I haven't taken the fish out yet, so it will need to be thawed out.
Okay. Would you mind if after the movie we stop and I got a fish sandwich?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can get a fish sandwich. I'm not getting a fish sandwich.
I love fish sandwiches.
I don't really like food from McDonald's in general. So
Something about a McDonald's fish sandwich that
Mhm.
always just hits so hard.
mm-mm.
My mom loves fast food fish sandwiches though. So like the Arby's one isn't very good. Oh.
Fixed it. I don't know, but my family doesn't really eat out that much.
Yeah, that's one of the things my family does a lot.
Yeah.
Like over spring break, I don't think I had a whole meal that was not like an eating out meal, quite honestly.
That's horrible.
Okay, for part of spring break, I didn't really have the option to cook. I'll give myself that.
Did you have a house and a kitchen?
No, because I was in Alabama.
Oh, that's right.
So I was living out of a hotel. So all of my food was like I was walking lots of different places to explore.
Yeah.
So I went to like a burger place. I went to this taco place when I first got there. That was so good.
Southern
then-
food.
One night at the baseball game, I had a lot of food. But I brought some of it home.
Baseball food? Ugh.
I like chicken tenders and hot dogs though.
Yeah, I do too, but like from a baseball stadium seems sketchy.
Have you never like had food at like a stadium?
Yeah. But like
Okay, what's the biggest stadium you've been to? I guess that will like change.
stadium,
Yeah.
not very big. I was to the baseball stadium in Missoula and the baseball stadium in Great Falls.
Is Missoula Baseball Stadium like, were you there for like a Grizz game? Or was it like or not just even baseball, like have you ever gone to like a Grizz game or something like that where they have better food?
No.
Okay. See, like this is like a college game, so the food is actually pretty good. But it's like I've been to a few professional sports games and the food's always decent. It's just expensive.
Yeah.
Have you never been to a professional sports game?
No.
You should come this summer and we should
To
go to a
what?
Mariners game.
A baseball game? Mm-mm.
The tickets are cheap.
And the game is too long.
We don't stay for the whole thing.
Damn straight.
We stay for a little bit and then leave. But they're usually like $20.
I feel bad because I think baseball is a cool game. I really do. But I think it's a cool game right about right up until about the 6th inning.
Yeah.
And then
we can leave
after
at the
that,
6th.
after that, it gets real boring. Well,
sometimes
that's not
if
true.
it's like,
It's almost like you need to come in at the 6th and then see the rest of the game, because that's when it gets exciting, is at the very end. Like, oh, are they going to pull it off? No.
the other big one that always gets me with baseball is if it's like a really fast first 3 innings or something, I'll be like, oh, I can do the rest of the 9. And then all of a sudden, like the 5th inning will drag on and on forever.
Baseball's one of those games that can be a forever kind of game.
But yeah, Mariners are pretty fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just never been in a place to go to a professional game of any kind. And also, like, I'm not into that many teams. Like, I'm into the Eagles, but like, that's NFL.
And those tickets are expensive.
Yeah. And that's like, and also the idea of that many people in one spot. Ugh, gross.
The Seattle games get loud enough that they measure them as earthquakes because all of our seismic activity, like the stadium will get so loud and shaky from it.
See, I hate that. That sucks.
Yeah. I've never gone to a Seahawks game. I've gone to some Sounders games.
No.
Sounders? What else have I gone to?
Kraken.
No, I've never been to a Kraken game.
What?
I know. It's really sad. I'm like, they're always expensive when I'm home, and the student discount was never when I'm home, and I'm very, very cheap.
So then why are you going to Mariners games?
Because Mariners games are cheap. They're like $15 for the tickets.
Oh, never mind.
And I've only ever gone to a few Mariners games, maybe like 2, 3. One of them I went for my friend's birthday, and we got nice-ish tickets that were like $40. Most of the time you can get Mariners tickets for very cheap. And my family is very much like, my mom cannot stand the Mariners. Mom can't stand the idea of baseball. My mom hates it with a burning passion.
Well,
but she's also gone to over 400 Mariners games in her life.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, she used to work them a lot.
Oh, well, that also then doesn't make sense.
And it like made her detest them. So she
Maybe
would
that makes more sense.
So she would never bring me, but like other friends and family. And then I've gone to quite a few Sounders games.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm also not really a big like sports person. Like, I wouldn't choose to sit down and watch a sport.
Yeah. I was watching a little bit of basketball last night, but I was tired, so I went to bed pretty early.
I don't watch basketball. There's no reason for me to watch basketball. I feel bad because like a lot of people are like, oh, basketball. I'm like, no.
I only watch if it's the tournament. I'm a fake fan.
You mean March Madness?
Yeah.
But what about NBA?
Oh, I'm not into the NBA. That's the one that I'm like,
I don't know.
The Kraken are on my bucket list. I
Yeah.
might try and make a Canes game. Those aren't too far from where
I
I'm
will
gonna
say
be.
I do like watching hockey in person. Hockey in person is really fun.
It's been fun to experience you getting to like enjoy that.
Well, because a lot of the hockey stuff is like, oh, them beating each other up.
Yeah.
And it's more fun. Excuse me. It's more fun to watch them do that in real life than in not real life.
Yeah, I just like enjoy the sport of hockey a lot. So I think it's like fun. But I like all ages of hockey. Like I think little kid hockey is really fun to watch, but they like can't stay on their feet because they're all slippery on the ice and they're just like flopping over. Like
it's like watching little kid soccer. It's just a mound of children around a ball running around.
It's exactly the same thing, except for you add in the fact that they're on ice skates, and that just makes it so much funnier.
It's really funny.
I am excited. This is going to make me sound creepy, but like I'll watch like the little kid soccer from our window, like my room's window. I'll watch it, and it does bring me joy because they're really cute. They're just like kicking the ball around.
That is funny.
Also, it's softball season, so I'll watch some of the softball games. I want to go to a Carroll softball game. I want to try and go to a women's and men's soccer game.
I like watching soccer.
Not really either, but I've never been to a Carroll game.
I went to one of them when I was a freshman. Like, I think like it might have been right when I started college.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it might have been more of like a practice kind of e-game or like a scrimmage kind of e-game. I don't know, but like because my physical neighbors like at home, their daughter played for Carroll.
Oh,
she was the goalie, Sarah Conway.
No clue.
Interesting. She was kind of big on campus, but she was the goalie. She was really cool. She also played softball for a while, but then quit.
Yeah, the softball team has gone through some ups and downs at Carroll.
Yeah. So I went and saw her play. That was good.
Yeah, I can't remember the last soccer game I went to was for a 7-year-old, but
Yeah, I know.
saw Bean play.
I've never seen the boys play.
No, and the boys did really well this year.
Yeah.
I kind of regret not going to any of the boys' games this year because they were really good, I guess.
Well, makes sense. They won stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, they got to the national tournament and they got pretty far.
That's really good.
But my other thing with sports, I have a hard time with Carroll sports. They're okay, but they're not my favorite in the world.
Well, they're also NAIA, so
Yeah.
there's that.
I'm excited to go to a school that has bigger sports.
I couldn't care less about the sports. It doesn't make any difference to me whatsoever.
That's the first thing I did in Alabama was go to a sports game. I was also bored and needed something to do.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
I'm going to a football game though. I'm gonna try and make it to at least the school has some football games, but the big University of Alabama is an hour away, and one of my goals is to go to I think I'm gonna be terrified, but go to a big university.
The Alabama game.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, very good at football.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and go to a big Alabama game if I can, which I should be able to. It's only an hour away, and it would be an exciting thing to go see the real University of Alabama.
It would be cool. Be big.
Be big.
A lot of people.
A lot of people that really like football.
I don't know if I like people like that.
I don't know either. It's kind of scary. The whole idea of football culture that scares me.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you if you had boys, would you let them play?
This sounds like me being kind of a hypocrite. I would never say my kids couldn't play a sport, but I would put them in hockey and push them towards other things besides football, I think. But if I had a kid who had a real passion for football, I wouldn't I would feel really bad trying to stop them from doing it, but I would never allow my kid to play tackle football until high school.
Yeah. I don't know. Part of me wants to say no, but it's I don't know. I think it would be not tackle football until high school at least. And even then, unless he was showing really great, had a real passion for it and was showing really great promise.
I would be really worried.
I wouldn't want them to play college.
No, I mean if this is what they're meant to do in life, I don't know. It's a hard line because I'm but then I'm pretty okay and I want to put my kids in hockey from a young age and I'm I know the head injuries are just as bad. So I feel like a hypocrite when I say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also I wouldn't let my kids play hockey without a neck guard. That's something that's becoming more popular, but it's kind of a controversial opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like most sports are really dangerous at all. In general, it kind of doesn't matter what sport. Most of them are pretty dangerous. And so I guess and also depends on the type of kid. You know what I mean? If I have a bunch of really jockey boys, I feel like that's wrong to not let them play. But if I have just band geek boys, no reason for them to play.
My mom makes jokes. I'm such a sports person and I love playing sports. I like to watch sports and my mom just she likes to watch, but she is the opposite of athletic, has no interest in playing sports ever, anything like that. And so she's you're going to have a kid like me who has no interest in sports. And I'm I know, but I really want my kids. My kids are going to play sports as little kids because I do think it's good for socialization purposes. Because I think it's good to meet people outside of your school. But that's big area where I'm from.
I think it's good for developmental stuff. I wasn't a huge sports kid either, but my thing wasn't the not athletic part. My part was the not competitive part. So I just didn't really care.
And if my kids start expressing that they don't want to, I'm not going to be the type of person that says, well, you have to play. But I think 5-year-old little kid soccer is a good thing for most kids.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm I want my kids, my kids will go to swim lessons, but I don't see that as a sport. I see that as a life-saving skill, especially when they're little.
Yeah. I wasn't allowed to take swimming lessons until I was in 4th grade, but
you had some stuff going on.
Yeah. But, I don't know. If my kid wanted to be a swimmer, I'd be yeah, swim. Swimming is actually very good for you.
Yeah, it's so good for you.
Very, very, very good for you.
I think another sport that I'm super worried about, I don't know how well I would do if my kid wanted to be a serious gymnast.
Yeah, that one's really expensive and really body altering, and I don't know.
I feel the same way about like if my kid wanted to be a serious figure skater, both of them have like such hard mental things on them.
Yeah.
Where
And
it's like so much individualized pressure as well.
yeah, they're also like, again, really expensive sports, like getting to the competitions is super spendy, being admitted into the competition is super spendy, like all the equipment. Not to say that all sports, the equipment's expensive, but like especially those individual sports are much more like cutthroat and expensive to get into, I feel.
Yeah.
And you have to be really good too.
And it's like all you hear about is like the mental damage that's done to a lot of these kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm really worried about putting my kid in a like experience that will mentally hurt them, because I want to give them like the best shot at life of not being mentally hurt. And I feel like most people do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about it much, but I also don't think about sports that much, so I don't know what I would let my kid do or not do. I think ice skating's cool, but again, and I knew a girl who was a competitive ice skater, and she was in great shape and really strong and stuff, but it was super stressful. It was like all she did ever.
That's the other thing. I don't want like a sport to be my kid's whole personality.
Yeah.
I believe in being like well-rounded.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's partially the problem as well.
But it's like, I'm also like, what if I have a kid who's like not into school? Like, I don't want to pressure them to be like, school is everything, because school is not everything. It's hard.
Hard balance.
Hard balance. Not my problem yet. No babies coming anytime soon.
Praise the Lord.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
But
yeah, stuff's tough.
Stuff is tough. I know people who are like trying to plan to have babies, and I'm like, good for you. But I'm not ready.
Nope.
But like, I have 2 more years of school. I don't want to have any kids while I'm in school.
Nope.
That would stress me out.
That'd be bad.
The people who can be parents and in school, like, hats off.
Not me.
Those people like amaze me. But yeah, okay. What are you doing on Saturday?
I'm gonna go to. I was gonna go to a spay and neuter clinic, but I just don't feel good enough to do that, because like it'd be one thing if it was just like going and doing something pretty not strenuous, but it's like surgery for like hours. So I'm like, I don't think I can.
That's hard work.
Yeah, I don't think I can stand and like work the anesthesia for that many hours and not feel good.
Is that what you do at a spay and neuter clinic? I've always meant to ask you like what it looks like, I guess.
Looks like folding tables. They like take out tables that you like can fold up, and then they put a little anesthesia machine. Well, like a little like towel or something down on the table, and then they put a pet on there, cut into it. It's really, really low budget.
How many pets do you think you see in a clinic day? At a spay and neuter clinic specifically?
Like 50 or 60.
A lot of pets.
Yeah, it's like $30 per each one. So it's like, and normally if you were to go to a clinic, you're talking about $200 to $300 to $400. So it's like,
do they do like all the strays and stuff too, or is it like just people who can't
people who can't really afford it, or people who like found a stray that has happened too. Like, oh, I found this stray the other day, and then they just take care of it.
Yeah. But
the only thing that's I get really sketchy about, and because a part of me thought about like, well, maybe I could just take the cat in, you know? Yeah. But the thing is I don't know. For those who don't have the money to get it done really fancy, I get it. But like one of the years I was there, 2 cats died. Like,
oh no.
Like just one right after another, and we were like, what is happening? But the thing is that they're not doing any blood work before any of these things. They're not doing, like, they don't know the histories on any of these animals. You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's a tough environment.
Yeah, it's really stressful. There's, a lot of things could go wrong. I mean, spays and neuters are pretty easy. They're pretty simple procedures, but especially neuters, like for the most part, like you could pretty much do it without anesthesia for the most part. But like, spays especially, that's like
you're cutting something out.
In body, like, it's an abdominal surgery. So it's kind of a big deal. And so I don't know. I just feel like, and the other thing is they wake up from anesthesia super poorly because
they're not
like, it's not that they don't get them knocked out well. I mean, they do, but it's like they will give them like a sedative at the very beginning, and then they'll knock them out under anesthesia, and then they'll just wake up in that environment, which can be really tough. And so I'm going to prefer to get just a vet do it. Well, obviously the vets are doing it. It's not just people out here like, yeah, I think I can do this.
They're not just letting Maria do it on the street.
No. And
I might trust you to spade my cat, actually.
Yeah. And I mean, they autoclave and stuff, all the stuff there, which is nice. But I don't know. And it's also like you have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doctors, and they just go for the whole time.
Yeah.
Like one after another. Like go.
Bless
go,
those
go.
doctors for doing the go, because that's also hard work for them.
Yeah, it gets really tiring. And like for last year, I was with a doctor who was like 74. She was crazy. She was super, super cool though. And I just like did the anesthesia for her the whole time. Which is because like, I don't know. I feel like in a clinical setting, they knock animals out a little more heavily. But like in this setting, it's like, oh, the dog's waking up, put it back to sleep kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, I can do that.
That's cool though, but you haven't felt good all week, so you need to rest.
So I was like, I don't think that, and the other thing is that after a while, at least for me, after a while, because then you're just staring at it. It's not that I get squeamish with blood and stuff that easily. It's just that like after so many hours of it, I'm kind of like, whew,
done.
Don't feel super good, but it's like, you know. And like sometimes, especially because these are like lower income people that are really attached to pets in really strange ways. So a lot of them have been mistreated. So it's like you're spaying a dog that's, you know, under 1 year old and has already had a litter of puppies. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff like that. And like last year we spayed a cat that was like pretty far along pregnancy wise.
Oh, we were talking about this.
And so it's like, it gets kind of like
hard.
And a lot of these animals are in the bestest care. Like, the vet I was with, she was like getting really upset about this one dog because she like spayed it or whatnot. And she was like, its teeth were a mess. And like, she was like, I really should take out some of these teeth. And so we ended up taking out some of the teeth too, just as like courtesy. And then we took off a dew claw as well for courtesy.
So it turns into like a lot of hard work for you guys.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel bad, but I also just don't have it in me this week. So
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
We've been busy the past few weekends.
I know it. So just kind of take it easy. I have tutoring at 4:30, so I might go back to the apartment after this and chillax and take out my fish and let it thaw.
And then tutor, cook your fish. Are you going to go with the talk?
I mean, I think it'd be funny and cool.
But
I have too much going on, and I think that going to the movie is a bit stretching it anyways. So it's like,
yeah. I don't know. I couldn't pull off the movie if I have nothing tomorrow besides I'm going to Broadwater with Alyssa at night, but I have nothing else. So I'm like, I can get all my homework done like in that time period.
Yeah. I just didn't want to get my OChem homework done today so that I don't have to worry about it because I need to study for my genetics test. So
yeah, I have to do my physics tonight, but I did OChem for like 2 hours when I was at desk. And so then after that, and then I have to call Claire tomorrow. She texted just that she wanted to talk, so it will be good.
Very good.
Very good. Sophia gets back into town. I might help her move on Sunday.
Nice.
But I'm doing that quite a few weekends in a row. Like I'm helping one person move this weekend possibly. And then in like 2 weeks, I might help somebody move down to Billings by taking a car full. I've never been to Billings.
You'd like it.
Everyone says that, but I don't think I would. And I don't think I'm gonna. It seems a little bit too much like home. I like where you're from, but where you're from is not like Billings.
It's true. Sorry, I'm just playing with the microphone.
Now that I know we can play with the microphone, I've also started to fiddle with it. It is not good.
Very fun. Well, I think that's the sign that we should stop talking to you people.
Oh, and I'm doing some parish visits. That's my other thing.
Oh, yeah.
Are you doing any of those?
No, I did a bunch of them last year. Like I did like 3 in a row last year. And so I think that
I usually do 1 a year, and then this year I signed up for 2.
I did 3 last year.
They're good, but they're hard.
I don't think they're hard. I think it's more just like inconvenient.
Yeah. It's hard for me to just stand there because like half the time, like,
yeah, like, I don't know what to say to you people.
And I'm doing like a panel thing in April. I saw a lot going on in April, but Dr. Rowley said we're going to make a canon for our talk that he has nothing to do with, but he's super bored because he's not teaching.
Is your talk tonight?
No, my talk is on the 10th. If you would please come.
What time?
7:30, April 10th.
Is that a Wednesday?
It's a Thursday.
Yeah, I can do that probably.
To all of you listening, if you guys want to come to a talk on biodiesel and camelina seeds, it's going to be April 10th, Simperman 114, Carroll College.
Ooh.
It will be really good. Dr. Rowley, spoiler alert, there's going to be a cannon involved.
Ooh.
But senior sem for bio, we have to give it tell people how we learned about biology in our courses, and how it may apply to the real world. And this is a project that we worked on in the fall. We also have to present our P. I have to go over my P-Chem research because I have to present that at SURF.
Gross.
The SURF really isn't that bad. Okay, wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a short and sweet episode of M&M.
Yes, we are both tired.
It's the time of year where school is really hard.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Big sky, small world, like a mountain high mountain alone. Took her to the big sky.
Thank you for tuning in to Big Sky, Small World. Theme music by Alex Coulter. Please follow and leave comments on Instagram at bigsky.smallworld. Tune in next week.
Took her to the big sky.
Big Sky, Small World is sponsored by the Carroll College Communication Center.
Helping the Carroll and Helena communities with presentations, multimedia, and podcasting since 2020.
Find us in the library or email director Alan Hansen at ahansen@carroll.edu.